Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about how OCD affects everyday life, and especially the symptom of the life feel like real life feeling not real, feeling like you are in a fog, that you are detached from the world, detached from things that you used to care about, detached from others, So that's something that is very, very common. And the reason why that happens is because your brain is fully focused on OCD. So before, you would have 100% of your mind focused on real life. Right now, you probably have 95% of your brain, of your mind focused on OCD. And only, 5-10% of your mind focused on real life. So because of that, OCD feels ultra important, and real life feels almost like it's not important at all. This only happens when you really have a very high level of OCD. And the higher the level, obviously, the more you're focusing on OCD and the more important that becomes, and the less important everything else becomes. So that's why it happens. And it goes away just as it came. So as your anxiety reduces, you do the right thing, you do exposures, disregarding, the anxiety goes down. As the anxiety goes down, you start to almost like wake up to the real world. Things become less foggy. You start to think more clearly. You're more alert. You're more alert to real life stuff, not just to, every thought that you're having in your mind about OCD, right? So all of this shifts back. This is not a permanent situation. This is a very temporary situation caused by a high level of anxiety. And this is not only OCD specific situation. For example, they say that one way they actually catch criminals is if a person, say if they done something bad, right, and like really, like say they killed somebody, right, and they call 911 trying to make it like an accident, and the operator asks them, what is your name and address, right, and they're saying it perfectly well, without forgetting anything and all of this kind of stuff. Well, if a person is in fight or flight mode, and they're super scared and super anxious, as you would be in kind of an emergency situation of any kind, right? Whether fictitious, such as OCD, or real, right? You might stutter. You might even go as far as forget something, forget your address, or forget your postal code, right? Their zip code, right? So all of that is normal, because again, your brain is hyper focused on a specific situation, and other stuff it doesn't really remember in the moment. So this kind of situation can affect anybody, but with a person who has OCD, that's their permanent reality all the time. So going like this for a while, right, you start to kind of really feel like you're not like almost like you're outside of the body kind of idea, right? Like you're removed, you're not feeling yourself, and that can actually become its own OCD. And I see it become its own OCD, and its own fear and compulsions associated with it as well, So you have to look at it that it's a temporary situation. It will go away, but only if you do the work. If you do the recovery work, it will go away. And I'm going to go over some of the other symptoms as well that kind of go along with having OCD, because it's important to mention, because a lot of the times people don't think that this is happening to other people, and they think it's only happening to themselves. But it is actually this thing pretty much happens with, I would say, everybody, or maybe not everybody, but almost everybody who has very high level OCD. So 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you will feel removed from the world. 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10, you might not at that stage, right? So it just mostly depends on the level of anxiety. I hope you find these videos helpful. If you'd like to do the recovery program, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.